Carlee Russell, the Alabama woman who falsely claimed she was abducted for 48 hours before returning home and eventually confessing that it was all a lie, was charged with 2 misdemeanors today.
Hi everyone, so I just wanted to give you some updates. So Carlee Russell has been arrested and charged. She was in jail and she was able to pay the bond so she could come out. So I'm going to play this clip of I believe he's a police commissioner explaining all the charges and all that stuff. And you're going to also hear him talk about receiving emails and complaints from many people saying that they can't believe that's all she was charged with was 2 misdemeanors and a $6,000 fine or something like that. So let's watch and then we'll talk about it.
Through the Hoover Municipal Court for her actions related to faking her kidnapping and subsequently making false statements to detectives as they investigated this case. Her decisions that night created panic and alarm for the citizens of our city and even across the nation as the concern grew that a kidnapper was on the loose using a small child as bait. Numerous law enforcement agencies, both local and federal, began working tirelessly not only to bring Carlee home to her family, but locate a kidnapper that we know now never existed. Many private citizens volunteered their time and energy into looking for a potential kidnapping victim that we know now was never in any danger. This story opened wounds for families whose loved ones really were victims of kidnappings, some of which even helped organize searches in hopes they could find Carlee's alive so her family would not experience the pain and suffering that they felt when their loved ones never returned home. As we know, actions can have consequences, and that's why we're here today. This afternoon, Carlee Russell, with the assistance of her attorney, turned herself into the Hoover City Jail, where she was arrested for the following charges: false reporting to law enforcement authorities, Class A misdemeanor, $1,000 bond; falsely reporting an incident, a Class A misdemeanor with a $1,000 bond. Each of these charges carry up to a year in jail and potential fine of $6,000 upon conviction. Ms. Russell was released from jail after posting bond. We initially presented this case to District Attorney Lanice Washington, who agreed to handle prosecution through district court. After consulting with the Circuit Court of Jefferson County Bessemer Division, the case was referred back to municipal court for charging because the only applicable charges were misdemeanors. Judging from the amount of phone calls and emails that we've received from people all over the country, I know many are shocked and appalled that Ms. Russell is only being charged with 2 misdemeanors, despite all the panic and disruption her actions caused. Let me assure you, I too share the same frustration, but existing laws only allow the charges that were filed to be filed. I can tell you that I will be contacting our state legislatures on behalf of law enforcement in Montgomery and asking them to look at this law applied to these facts and urge them to add an enhancement to current legislation when somebody falsely reports kidnapping or another violent crime. Because of the attention this case has garnered, we've requested Attorney General Steve Marshall's office adopt this case, and they've agreed to do so. The Hoover Police Department wants to thank everyone that assisted us from the beginning and continues to.
There was this massive unanswered question as to Gabby's whereabouts and whether or not she was alive. And it applied to Carlee Russell here as well. Massive unanswered questions. What happened to Carlee? How did she vanish? Who abducted her? We now know the abduction never took place, but who abducted her? And what happened to the toddler? When an unanswered question can really stick in someone's mind, and you might see it on Facebook, or you might see it on YouTube, you might see it on Twitter or Instagram, your social media platform of choice, but then you'll find yourself later
So you saw that video. So I'm concerned. I'm really concerned. And the reason I'm concerned is that she is laughing. Like, what is so funny? I guess the fact that she is a younger person and she might like the publicity and the fact that her name and she will be famous for what she done. But I mean, whoever is her lawyer must be a good lawyer, because I can't believe that she did all that stuff and she only got 2 misdemeanor, which the press conference, the commissioner, the police said that it could be up to 6 years, but I don't think that's going to happen, because I believe he charged her with something else, and when it went to her attorney or to her district attorney, then it got downgraded or something like that. But she is lucky. I guess you will say she's blessed for just getting 2 misdemeanor while she caused such a big deal. I mean, it was all over the news, and the resources that she utilized, those resources could have went to someone else who was actually missing. So, I mean, it is what it is. But let me know what you think. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my page. Have a blessed day.